The goal for today's session is to build the trust with you and to move into our main issue. So my first question that I'm going to ask you is, would you like to tell me a little bit about yourself? Who is Kit?
Oh my God, I'm gonna start there with Kit. I'm Kit. Yeah. Most time when people ask me this question, I would love to classify myself as I'm a small town boy. Grew up in a small little town called Shimanimani in the Eastern Highland. So pretty much this is where I did both my primary school, my secondary school, even my A-level. I literally did everything there. And if you see most of my content most of the time, I'm really in touch with nature and stuff like that, like messing around with just willing to get dirty, whatever. It's just like the animals, just stuff like well, this is the sort of life I grew up upon, like, you know. Okay. I know, and it's a lot to describe me, but yeah, for now, let's just stick with that.
It's okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how are you feeling about here today?
That's cool. I love the setting. I love that we picked a perfect time. It's just chill. I've been a bit stressed since the whole day, and I don't know what's been happening. Like since our third semester results are almost approaching, and my friends and I have been talking about it, and it hasn't been feeling nice. And so it has been a bit of a stressful day for me today, like when I thought about it. But anyways, I just saw a kid when I was coming from school. He's such a little kid, and I just smiled all of a sudden and kind of forgot about it. But yeah, I'm right now in this specific moment, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm doing quite okay.
How has your overall experience been in this new environment so far, ever since you came here?
It's been okay. Actually, as much as we are complaining about it and stuff like that, I actually love it in a way. Like I love the adventure part of it. Like it doesn't always have to be nice, for something to be, we have this certain picture in our mind that things are supposed to be a certain way, and then life hits you with different things, it's a different food, it's different people, different conversation, just a whole lot of different. And tell you what, this is my first time away from my family. I told you, like, my whole life I've been with my parents. So yeah, I've been making new friends. I don't know how many like Indian friends I have now, like even foreigners, not only Indians, even Africans from different countries. Like, it's been amazing. I've been learning so much from so many people and just accepting, because like when you grow up in a certain way, you are comfortable with the people around you, their beliefs, what they eat, what is funny to them. It's just a whole like comfortable bubble you're in. But all of a sudden you are introduced to a whole different setting, people of different beliefs. Now you have to be mindful how you talk, how you to be respectful, etc. It's just a whole lot, but I'm enjoying it. I'm learning actually.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, so if we say problem, what do you see? How can you describe it?
If you say the problem, how do I describe what a problem is?
A problem is,
For me, I think a problem is something which makes you sad, something which makes you uncomfortable, something you cannot really get over with. Sometimes it can be a problem, You're just constantly thinking about it. Yeah, that can be a problem. Yeah, okay. that can be a problem. Yeah.
Is there anything that would help you feel more comfortable talking with me?
Honestly, I don't find it a problem opening up to people, actually, even to strangers. Have you ever met someone and you just start talking deep, like, wait, I don't even know you, but why am I telling you?
Why am I saying
I'm the type of a person sometimes. Sometimes I just meet you, you are new to me, but it just depends on your vibe. I can literally go all the way deep, like, wow, are we supposed to be talking about this? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so yeah, cool. As long as I'm comfortable with you, we can delve deep into any deep topics you want to talk about. And also, I want you to just be comfortable around me too. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. Yeah, I think that's your job too.
Yeah,
because there are certain things I'm not opening up to you, and it's your job to
have to dive into.
Yeah, you have to make me talk about them, and of which I don't want to talk about them, which is your job to make me talk about them. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So apparently this is going to be the end of our first session today. It was only me getting to know you. And
cool. So that's it for today.
Yes, that's it for
So this is day one. Day one with Zanele, the therapist, right?
Yes. Unless you have anything to ask me.
Anything to ask you? I can ask. How are you feeling about your new patient?
My new patient?
Yeah, I'm the patient, by the way, so yeah.
Okay. The fact that I chose you means that, I don't know, when they gave me I'm gonna have a casework and I have to choose someone to work with.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're the first person who came in my mind. I do have friends here. I didn't choose them, I chose you. And apparently, I'm happy because you didn't make things harder for me. You're making
I
them
feel so good.
easier.
Yeah, I'm a good patient. I'm gonna be a good patient.
Yeah, you're a good patient.
Alright,
And I'm really, really looking forward to work with you.
Sure.
Yes,
Cool. So we are officially closing for today, right? Tomorrow, same time.
Yes, same time.
Bravo. Nice. All right. Second day.
So,
Cool. No, I didn't even ask you, how was your day?
my day was actually nice. Then I banked my last lessons.
I met this second day. She's doing social work. She's also, I think, from a second day. So I was like, "Do you know Z?" She was like, "Yeah, I do know Z." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." I forgot her name, but yeah, she came for swimming today. If I remember her name, I'll tell you about it. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you wanna tell me about your day before we go in?
My day was it was okay. We started lessons at what? 9:50 we started our lessons, and I was planning on packing the first one, but I just said let's go. Yeah, it was a normal day, although I was a bit tired. I wanted to get some Xerox at the Xerox copy board, and it was hot. The room was a little hot, and too many people. I was like a bit frustrated. I went outside and sat down, then ended up going outside to take my Xerox and come back again. So it was a whole lot of it's too hot. I guess.
Before I go any further, I just have a lot of something here to share with what happened today. So today, before I woke up, actually I was feeling like not going to school today. I don't know why in the morning. Then it happened sort of like to be a dream. You see, my friend Lisha was telling me, Noisy, you have to wake up and go to school.
Yeah.
You have to force yourself to wake up and go to school. And it was around past 7. And my first lecture was at 9, if I'm not mistaken. Then it was like sort of like a dream prayer that happens. Then the prayer was like, God, let your will be done and let me just follow behind your steps. And just like that, I woke up with more energy. It was a good morning for me. I didn't just wake up today, but then someone was so happy for me to wake up for this day and follow behind these steps. So this is just a word for me.
Nice,
something
nice,
that happened to me today.
Have I ever told you, like, I love the bond you share between you three? Like, I don't know, like, did you get to choose each other? Who's your roommate? It was just like a random.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you do share quite a sisterhood. That's good.
So, welcome to the second session.
All right, second session.
Our goal is to understand the root cause. The root cause, you see, what is the cause behind the problems that you are facing? As you said yesterday, that a problem is something that can disturb you in life, something that can take away your happiness, something that can make you sad, or something that you can't get off your mind.
Yeah.
So today I'm gonna ask you about your academic lifestyle.
Right.
I just wanna know what is happening in your studies.
In my studies. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm wearing a uniform too, so sure.
This is nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So my first question is, are you facing any difficulties in your studies? Just be free, say everything and say anything. I will filter out when I'm writing my...
Am I facing it? Yeah, from the time I joined whatever this course I'm doing, it was always a challenge. I mean, now we're at a part where it's we're having different people from different states of Zimbabwe. People are very sharp, and I don't want to make into a sort of a competition, but telling you the truth, Zimbabweans are really good when it comes to studies. And my whole life, I cannot say I've always been a top kid or a kid who's very low. I've always been an average kid. But if I push myself too much, I know I can be there. But I've always been an average, not too high grades, not too low, but it's always been there. So now you're put in a situation where you are dealing with the best and people know what they're doing, especially now it's the whole scholarship thing. There's so much pressure on you, like you have to do the best. You cannot afford failing. That can put too much pressure. So I never did accounting in my high school. In my O level, no accounting, A level, no accounting. All of a sudden I'm doing BCom and accounting is required for me to do it. So I was like starting from scratch first semester. So yeah, accounting has always been a trouble. I'm even scared for the upcoming results, how I did, because for the first time, although sometimes you can say, oh yeah, I did great. I mean, it's gonna come out great, whatever. At least I'm gonna get up above 50. This time, I hope it's, but yeah, it's been stressing me out a lot. So currently, yeah, it's been a difficult kind of thing with my studies. But anyways, we're getting there. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's gonna, yeah.
So, it's just it would say like it's so hard that you are meeting a lot of people with different mindset. Is it affecting your life somewhere, somehow? Is it affecting you?
Maybe it does affect me, but in a positive way. And when you get to work with the best people, it also pushes you to do your best, actually. And yeah, I mean, actually, we have geniuses. You know? There are some people who can really analyze this academic thing so quick, and they can grasp things so quickly as compared with you. And you'll be like, wow, man, you can do that, but you cannot do that. But yeah, it pushes me a lot. It pushes me to do my best to be like, oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working with the best.
So,
yeah.
are you facing any language effects, any language differences, like on your lectures? Is the language okay, or you have trouble on understanding their languages? But maybe there's a certain way they can change their teaching skills, or they can change their languages. But maybe sometimes during the session, the teachings, they change to their native language.
Yeah.
And then how do you feel during that moment?
Luckily for my professors, they rarely speak in their own language. But I guess first time I arrived, I was kind of vexed with the accent thing, you know, they'll be speaking their own accent, and it's tricky to understand them. But now I guess I'm getting used to the Indian accent and the way they speak their English. Yeah, I think it's pretty much clear as of now, yeah. For now, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it differs in situation, but mostly I do understand what they'll be talking about, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can even do the Indian accent. Wow. Yeah, so that helps.
Okay, so how do you usually start or prepare for your exams?
How do I usually study and prepare for my exams? For me, usually it's nighttime. I'm a bit of a nighttime person when it comes to studying. So I usually study at night, and yeah, 1 hour maximum. If I proceed more than 1 hour, it's nothing. Nothing is getting in there. I'm just forcing myself. I hate, now I get to a point where I'm just staring at the book. Then a few moments later, I was like, what did you just read? Like, I forgot everything. So sometimes it's just minutes, hours. Like 1 hour will be maximum for me. If I proceed more than that, I won't get anything. I might have to start over again. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. Nighttime, at least an hour, then I rest a bit, do something, eat snacks, watch something, then sometime later I start again. So I just love to break my time into small pieces so that I can understand. Otherwise, if I just do it continuously, I won't get anything.
So alright, so when you are reading, are you that type of person you read, then it just goes straight to mind, or you are a writer?
No, I've been a fighter my whole life. I'm not a genius like that.
Okay.
My whole life I've been a fighter. I had to fight to get concept in my head. Yeah, this is just like what I just said. I'm not some genius kid. Like for every grade that I had to get, I had to fight for it. You know, it's always a fight. Like I've never had it easy for me. Like I can just read a book and be like, man, I understand. Let me explain to you this thing. So it's like we have to fight. Before the exam, I'm also anxious, just like how am I gonna do in this exam? So yeah, it's always like that for me. Yeah, like it takes time for me to understand concept and grasp them. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but yeah, I do get there eventually.
What do you think about study groups? Are you comfortable having study groups, or you are just an alone person?
I mean, it depends. Like mostly, I don't know. Maybe because I've never been exposed to groups. Sometimes I'm always studying alone. Then if I need something is tricky for me, I go ask a friend. But I don't remember a particular situation where maybe A level was the best. Like we had to study as a group, but cool. I would just say I'm cool with both scenarios. You can put me in a group, or I can study as an individual. But yeah, I think I can work with both.
Okay. So, how comfortable are you to ask for help in a class? Let's say maybe the teacher have explained something, then you don't understand it. Then, are you comfortable to ask, "Which I didn't understand that part," or you just keep quiet and let things pass?
Professor for here won't start by going to my teacher, start going to my friends. Hey, did you understand what she was saying or what he was saying? And if my friend didn't understand too, I'll go to another friend. If the another friend doesn't understand, then pretty much I'll end up going to my teacher. Like, I didn't understand. Can you explain this to me? Yeah, but pretty much friends. Like I told you, Zimbabweans are really good. Sometimes you want to understand something in class, and they just break it down for you. Like, dude, this is how you do it. And you're like, oh, cool, man. Yeah, yeah, friends. But I am comfortable with asking my professors and all of that. Yeah.
Do you have any fears in life?
Any fears in life? This is not academic, right?
Yeah.
Do I have any fears? Yeah. I'm actually scared of the future, actually. Yeah, but
Almost everyone is.
yeah, like what's gonna happen after I'm done? I just don't want to return back to my small village and people just start seeing me around like, oh, you're in India. What are you doing now? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a job. Like, yeah, I just don't want. That scares me. Like, literally, I do want to change stuff at home. I just don't want to. So yeah, I do feel that a lot. Like, what's gonna happen after this? But you know what? I'm confident. You know, as much I'm a faithful person. I know everything is good. It's gonna be
You know
fine.
you can
I'm gonna
make it.
find. Yeah, everything's gonna. What also do I fear a lot? But I just, for now, let's stick with this uncertainty of the future, like what the future is holding.
Like,
And all that. Yeah.
so is there anything that you would like to change in your academic life?
Anything that I would like to change in my academic life? Yeah, I'll probably focus more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Probably not get into a series when I know that we have exams next week. I tell you, it's a thing. You come across some good anime or some good series where next week you have an exam, and it'll be more interesting during it. I don't know. Am I the only person? I love a series when I'm under pressure. When you know you have an exam, it feels so good. Like watching it, like, oh, I do have an exam. Oh yeah, sure I do.
Apparently, it's not bad.
Yeah.
As for me, I'm that person who would say I prepare for my exam.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 days before an exam.
2 days before
Like
an
at this moment, I know I'm having internal starting from the 4th of May,
Yeah.
right? But then, if you ask me, Zanele, have you ever read anything? And I haven't. When am I going to start reading? Sunday.
Sunday.
3rd May in the evening.
In
That
the
is when I'm gonna start
Damn,
reading.
yeah.
And I'll be preparing for the paper of the next day. Like this is how I have been since all of
Only have you been like
till
this.
now. Yeah. I'm the person who doesn't allow pressure sometimes to attack me because it's so hard for me to settle or
Yeah.
to allow to minimize pressure. It's so hard for me to. And so sometimes if I feel that this is too much for me, I cry.
You cry. Oh yeah, ladies are known. Like yeah, you have to have an outlet.
Exactly.
Yeah, for me I go for running.
Yeah. So sometimes I just prefer to say, no, I will do this on my own time. If it means I have to read in the morning, I wake up in the morning, then I read for the paper that I'm writing at 9. That is it.
Okay.
So
when you cry, then your friend walks in when you're crying. What do you explain to them when they see you down there?
that is a problem. I make sure it's either I find an alone time without be just alone without anyone who's going to ask me what's happening because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have an explanation to tell you this is happening to
Yeah.
me, you see. Or maybe sometimes at night when I'm alone, I know like that will be just a silent cry. Just
Okay.
me and my pillow.
Yeah.
Then we're done.
Talking about emotional outlet, how do I usually do my emotional outlet?
Yeah.
For me, it's not like I don't cry. Guys are not allowed to cry.
What?
yeah, I mean, I like literally, I do go for running. I run, and one thing, I talk alone, and I do that a lot. When I say I do that a lot, it's abnormal because when you reach when I'm talking alone, it can be weird for some people who are not used to me. But I talk alone is as if I'm having a conversation with someone. It's like an emotional outlet for me. I can say whatever, like, for example, I'm dealing with something or anything, I just talk it out. I didn't like that. That was bad. Why did he do that? I was not feeling good. And I've kind of felt embarrassed about the situation. I just say it all loud, you know. There's something therapeutic about just putting things out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, having a long time with God, I tell him everything, even the littlest of details, even something which I find embarrassing, even something which I find interesting, even something like, oh Lord, this was good, like everything. I talk. Yes.
We're done for a nice session, unless you have some more things you feel like saying or you feel like asking.
What are your fears? I never asked you.
Yes. Actually, I'm scared to fail.
Scared to fail.
Yeah, like
Fail as in academics or
in life.
in life, failing in life.
Yeah, failing in life. Just like you said, would say, at this moment I'm here. Yes, most of the people now they already know Zanele is in India, and yes, people have their own expectations with you.
Yeah.
When you go back to Zimbabwe, I'm not supposed to be like someone who went to just a normal university. I have to be like, they expect me to be someone who is like on a high class or something.
Exactly.
And of which when I go back, I have to be stable.
I
And
totally
apparently
get
when I'm going back, I'll be just 23 years old.
you.
Yes, I'll be old, but then on the other side, I'll be just a baby, you know? And it's just so much pressure, and I'm so scared with it. What is gonna happen to me when I go back to Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
You see?
So it's a shared common fear, but what I can say to both of us is, I think I can put an example with most people. It's either we are living way too much into the future, or for some people we're living way too much into the past, that we forget that we have today. So we are not living in the current moment. You are either living way too far or way too back, right? So we forget about this day, this time, this conversation. So let's just let the future worry about itself. There's a verse in the Bible that says, like, let tomorrow worry about itself.
Oh, that's simple.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Anxiety is always going to be there, but you just having to be trusting about God and just living in the moment and just thanking God for the daily bread and this day that we've been blessed with. It. All we can do is just do our best, just leave everything to God. But yeah, it's gonna be fine, Zanele.
Thank
Gonna
you
be
so
fine.
much.
All right, so we are wrapping up that.
Yes.
All right, Doc.